Good morning, children. Hope you are safe at home. Today we will do a lovely poem which is called On Planting a Tree. So, this is a poem about planting a tree and how the person who has planted the tree speaks to the tree. Let's read this poem together, children. Dear little tree that we plant today, what will you be when we are old and grey? The savings bank of the squirrel and mouse, for robin and wren an apartment house. The dressing room of the butterfly's ball, the locust and katydids concert hall. The schoolboy's ladder in happy May, and the schoolgirl's tent on a holiday. And my leaves shall whisper then merrily a tale of the children who planted me. And this poem is adapted from An Arbor Day Tree. So this poem is about the uses of the tree. Now let's read it line by line and understand the meaning. Dear little tree that we plant today, what will you be when we are old and grey? So here, the people who are planting this little tree are asking the tree, today we are planting you. We have placed a seed in the ground and you're a tiny little plant. But when you grow old and big, we will be old and grey. So what will you be by then? How will you be useful to everyone around you? The savings bank of the squirrel and mouse. As you know, the squirrel and the mouse are animals which work in summer and autumn. They collect nuts and different foods and they store it in the holes of the tree. And in winter, when it's cold and snowy and they can't go in search of food, they use up all this stored food. That's why it's called the savings bank of the squirrel and mouse, because the squirrel and mouse save all their food for the winter in this tree. For robin and wren an apartment house. There are birds like robin and wren who live in these holes of the trees. So it is like their home, and that's why it's called an apartment house. Just like we live in an apartment, this tree will be a house for the robin and wren. The dressing room of the butterfly's ball. As you all know, first, before the butterfly emerges out, it is a caterpillar who eats a lot of leaves. Then it goes into a cocoon, and then when it grows and comes out of the cocoon, it turns into a beautiful butterfly. So that's why this tree is like a dressing room where the caterpillar changes into a beautiful butterfly. The locust and katydids concert hall. Locusts and katydids are insects like these, which live on trees, and generally they live together in clusters or swarms, and they make a lot of loud noise. That's why it said concert hall. Just like you have a concert hall where people sing together as a choir. In the same way, these locusts and katydids sing aloud their song on this tree. The schoolboy's ladder in happy May. So in May, when it's summer holidays and all the kids are so happy, this little schoolboy learns to climb up the tree just like he climbs a ladder. So this is his fun time on the tree. And the schoolgirls tent on a holiday. So when this girl has a holiday, she comes under this peaceful shady tree and sits and reads her favorite book. So this tree is like the schoolgirl's tent on a holiday when she wants to sit in peace and enjoy herself. And my leaves shall whisper then merrily. And then when this plant is become big and so useful, the leaves will then whisper, means speak softly but merrily and happily. A tale of the children who planted me. What will they whisper merrily? The story of the small little children who planted the tree, and now it's grown into a big, helpful, useful tree. So these are all the uses of the trees. The question on this poem is, how do the various birds, animals and children make use of the tree? Write about it in short. So let's answer this question line by line. First, about the squirrels and mouse. So the squirrels and mice store seeds and nuts in their underground nests, in old birds' nests in trees. They store their food stock to feed them through the winter times. Birds like robin and wren use holes in the trees as their homes to live in. The caterpillar feeds on the leaves of the tree and then forms a cocoon. When the cocoon breaks open, we get a beautiful butterfly coming out from it. Insects like locusts and katydids spend most of their lives on trees and are called singing insects as they make noises in a chorus together. During the summer holidays in May, the schoolboy climbs up a tree and plays, and the schoolgirl sits below the tree and enjoys herself like she is in her own small tent. I hope you enjoyed this lovely poem and also learnt how useful trees are to all living beings around us. Thank you and have a nice day.